fatalities. Driving is firefighter none. First brigade firefighter lawn. Second brigade firefighter Crawford, gold, firefighter short. 6 man is myself, 7 firefighter Atkinson and 8 firefighter Edwards. Duty is Edwards, mess is Atkinson. Police checks and right. Heading with noise that catch fire last night. Quick check of the truck and check your BI6. So reachable checks. Anything else? That's it. Okay, mate. Preparation. Your duties fall out.
Bye-bye. Bye.
I can. You do it in the engineers, just not properly. Till because the camera's up.
That's what you did because he was a kid. Not really, Dom.
Yeah, not me. I'll be honest.
Scary, but not if I do it online. I'm just trying to pay. Then I have to pay with PayPal. Brilliant. Start again. Better pair. With all my details already.
There's plenty of sugar. There's plenty of sugar.
That's us, mate.
That's one.
What I'm going to talk about is the kit we wear. When we go to incidents, the kit we wear is basically, as you can see from me and Kevin, first of all, before we mount the fire appliance, we put on our boots and our leggings. Waterproof leggings, nice and padded, and nice strong boots, and most importantly, steel toe caps. A couple of pockets for loads of bits and pieces, gloves, all manner of junk really, but useful stuff. We then put on our flash hoods. Now these are to protect us when we go to an incident. When we're BA with flash hoods, these protect all the exposed areas. And this comes down nicely like that. On the tunic, fire retardant tunic, our thermal protection when we're inside fires. Zip it up. As you can see, Kev's a bit quicker than me. A couple of pockets, a whistle, very important whistle. Acme Thunder whistle. We use that if we've got an incident and any firefighters need evacuating from the incident. Everyone blows the whistle, short sharp blasts, quite loud, and everybody in the incident inside the building instantly comes out. A bit antiquated, but still very effective. We then put on our helmet, which we've now got a nice little torch attached as well, which is very useful. It's the latest thing we've had given us. Nice hard helmet, as you can see. More importantly, we've got goggles inside, and then we turn into Star Wars characters. There you go. quite confusing for people travelling in cars when we turn up like that. We look like a bunch of aliens. Last, but by no means least, nice thick gloves. Very useful when we go to any incident. Put the gloves on, protect us from fires, when we're dismantling cars to get people out. Nice strong gloves. And that is the fire kit we wear. For the next few minutes, what I'm going to do is take us on a little bit of a guided tour around the station. So we'll start with where we are. This is our engine house. This is where the fire engine parks overnight during the day while we're waiting for fire calls. Compared to some, it's a little bit tight, to say the least. But it's home, we like it. Off the engine house, there's various doors. We've got the breathing apparatus servicing room over there, gents' toilet, drying room, and a small stores where we do essential maintenance on certain items of equipment. Over there, there's the door which leads into the gym area. So if we'll go for a walk over there. Okay, we're now in the gym area. A bit cramped, but we like it. This is where guys on the station, we all use this. Most people use the gym, some more than others. Some need to use it more than others. Brigade provides this equipment, quite modern and high-tech, quite good actually. Punch bag there, and through this door here, we've got a small weights room. Again, quite cramped, but that's why we move in locations to a nice big station. Back through the engine house. Okay, that's the gym area, the engine house. What we'll do now, through the double doors, into the general foyer, and we'll have a bit of a chat there. Okay then, the general foyer area. What we're going here is, as you can see, the pole drop. That's where, when we want to turn out to an incident, we come down the pole drop, nice and quick, save us running down the stairs and tripping over. Next to the pole, we've got the Firecat Unit. The Firecat Unit, one on every station, normally in the general foyer area. This is where we get turned out to incidents. If ever we get an incident, you get a sound like this, and then you get a nice little printout telling us exactly where we're going, and all the information's on there. Okay. Off this general area, we've got our kit hanging room. That's where, when we're not on the run, when we're not operational, but when we go home, we hang our kit. And this is the kit room. A bit gloomy, a bit smelly, but we like it. This is where we all hang our kit. When we're not on the run, we go home at night, hang our kit here. Everyone's got their own peg. Self-explanatory, really. It just keeps everything nice and neat. Moving on. Okay, the next room I'm going to talk about is the general office, the brain centre, the hub of the fire station, where everything happens, all major decisions. Okay then, the brain centre, the general office. This is where it all happens. This is where everyone's tied to computers these days. As you can see, working at the desk, there's our Kevin. He's one of the ones that use the gym a lot. As you can see, he needs to. Yeah, loads and loads of computers these days because there's loads of applications we need to do. We do loads of training now on computers, so we keep up to spec with modern regulations and modern practices, so it's all there for us all to use. Looking round, this is it. It's the office, the brain centre. That's the general office. That's what happens here. So what I'll do now, I'll take you a tour upstairs and show you exactly what happens up there. So if you'll follow me. Okay then, moving upstairs as we have. This area is known as the general lecture room. We've gone over it. Nice table here, we all sit down for lectures. Overhead projector there, screen there, so, and everything's done these days, as it is everywhere, in PowerPoint. So some nice PowerPoint lectures. Keep us all up to speed with modern procedures, incidents of note, anything like that. So to keep us in tip-top condition, really, as firefighters. And that's all we can say, really, about the lecture room. It's a lecture room. Right then, we now come to the kitchen area, the mess area. This is where we spend a fair bit of time talking, eating, taking the mick out of each other, but that's how it works. To my left, every watch has got their own locker, marked up, green, blue, white and red, so self-explanatory. Kitchen area, a bit tiny really for a fire station, but we get by. Could do with a bit more space, but hopefully when we move stations it'll be a lot better. That's the mess area. Moving on. Okay, the next room we're in is, as you can probably guess, this is one of the 3 locker rooms we've got here at Cradley. Most stations have got 1 locker room. We've got 3, but ours are tiny. That's why we're moving. You can't swing a cat in here, but we love it. And off the locker room, through that door there, is the TV room and Nimrod room. Okay, into the TV room come rest facility room. This is the TV room where we, at night, after we've done all our routines and all our work that needs doing, this is where we rest, watch DVDs, try and get a bit of rest in these very comfortable chairs, but not always easy, but that's what we do. Okay then, again, another tiny room, another locker room. Not much room to swing a cat in, unfortunately, but you know, that's what we're stuck with here at the moment. Obviously, we like our security here, because people leave the lockers open. And that's it really. Another couple of Nimrods here where, you know, rest facilities for night time. So, moving on. The next area, small corridor. Quite a few things off this. Men's and ladies' toilet and shower facilities, but the most important of all, the entrance to the pole drop. Part of fire service history, the pole drop. Hopefully there'll be one at the new station. Just pull the lever, open the door, and you're gone. And then back to the muster bay. And that more or less completes our tour of the inside of the fire station. So I'll take you a quick tour outside and show a few training facilities. Okay, we now find ourselves at the rear of our petite little fire station. To my right and behind, that's our RTC pad, road traffic collision pad that is, so we can practice cutting up cars, removing casualties at many different types of scenarios, which is pretty good. Not ideal, because we've got a nice little alleyway right next to us, so as we're cutting up, if any metal flies off and anybody's walking past, it's not really ideal, but it's all we've got, so obviously we make the best of the situation. So at least we can train there. Behind me, to my right, there, the green doors, it's our fuel pump. That's where we fuel up the appliance. And to fuel up, what we have to do is, because it's such a tight little station, we go out the front of the engine house in the appliance, drive around the block, take the second right and second right again,
come round here, back through the gates and back up to the fuel pump. Now the fuel pump, nice and modern. It wouldn't really look out of place at the Black Country Museum, but it works. It's probably lasts for another 100 years, but there's nothing to go wrong. It's just a tube coming from a big tank of diesel, so that's that. And that more or less covers the outside of the fire station. There's nothing else to talk about really, so if we go back inside,